You guys are gonna help me determine Enigmarella's fate. Okay? So let's do it. It's actually fully voice acted in English voice acting. So I will probably just be doing any narration. Everything else is gonna have voices. So let's go.
All right, Alice. It's now or never. The tree was further away than I thought, and the fall would certainly kill me. It was not an easy choice to make. It all came down to a choice between the lesser of two evils. I could either jump, prepare myself for the worst and hope for the best, or I could just put on my big girl unmentionables and face what was waiting for me outside that door.
What is this? It's an otome visual novel, but it's kind of like a choose your own adventure type thing that I promised the developer I would just do a stream for it. So that's what we're doing. So are we gonna jump or are we not gonna jump? What do we do? I'm thinking jump. Just do it, right? Just do it. We're just gonna jump. Did I die? No, it's not.
It was the night of my birthday. Some big star from the capital was giving a special one-night show in our remote town. My friend Leah, his #1 fan, came across some tickets and talked us into sneaking out of the institute to see him.
I need to turn up the sound. Hold on. Volume. Voice. This is kind of low. We'll turn this up. No, it's not always lewd. Stop it. It's not lewd.
Are you girls really sure Lantier won't notice we're gone?
These people have, like, Irish and British voices. I like the accent.
Relax, Nina. I mean, it's not like this is the first time I've snuck out. Besides, he is totally worth it.
Who's this he again?
Praise Neptune! I told you like a gazillion times. Everyone in the capital knows him. I can't believe you've never heard about him.
About who?
Well, unlike you, I don't spend my time fawning over famous people who don't even know I exist.
Right, because you have this whole fictional boyfriend thing going on. At least the man I like happens to be, you know, real.
Damn it! I feel so called out. I feel so called out.
Neptune's sake, how many times are you going to bring that up?
Oh boy.
As many as is necessary. Seriously, Alice, it's about time you grew up.
Right, because stalking a famous actor is so mature.
Seriously? I don't even know why I let Nina drag you along tonight. You'll embarrass the whole theatre with your presence.
What's uh-oh? That wasn't
Really?
me.
Well, the whole town should apologize to the world for your existence.
I'm drinking tea. Literally, I'm drinking my stomach tea because my stomach hasn't been
A ringing
great.
sound interrupted our friendly banter. My eyes widened in shock when I saw Leah taking out a flashy contemporary portacom out of a concealed pocket in her dress. Portacoms were a brand new gadget, one seldomly seen on our small island. They were not something an average person such as ourselves could afford. And Leah's looked really expensive. Where did you...
1 second.
How did she get a portacom?
Portacom? I keep wanting to think like porta potty. Why? Can I do autoplay? Yeah, we're gonna autoplay this. Okay.
I don't know. I had no idea she even had one. Maybe it was a gift?
It was obviously a gift. The real question is, from who?
Sorry about that. It was...
Is there something you'd like to tell us?
Oh boy.
Please don't tell Lantier about my... You know. She will ask far too many questions if she finds out.
My silence has a price, you know.
Alice! Of course we won't tell. We're your friends.
Thank you. I mean...
Leah took a deep breath. She was visibly nervous.
What the heck's going on?
Let's just go in, all right? The show is about to start and we have really great seats. Praise Neptune. That looks so dangerous.
I'm pretty sure he'll be just fine.
What is this?
But I'll just die if anything happens to him.
You can be so dramatic.
Don't start again, please. Say, Leah, how did you come across those tickets?
And more importantly, who gave you that porticom?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh crap! Hold on. What?
I understood what had made Lee.
Hold on a second. No! Go back! Go back!
More on the unconventional and rebellious.
No! Turn this off. Turn it off!
Time he
Oh
made his
my god! Okay, skip.
Leah was so
Autoplay
nervous
off.
that she was almost shaking.
That guy got me so discombobulated. Okay, yes, those were. Wait, you want me to play Shadow of Destiny again? The one with the guy who dated his grandmother? Is that the one you want me to play stream again? Because I would probably stream that again. There was lots of different endings, so I could have gotten other endings on it. Shit.
All right, you two. This is the part where you get lost and let me do all the talking.
Leah, are you feeling well?
I might be able to fit that into my streaming schedule.
Yes.
Trevor.
I just need... Let me go talk to him, all right? Alone.
Wait, we're gonna go talk to the guy who was chained up? Is that what we're doing?
Depths, no.
Oh, please. If you do this for me, I totally swear I'll be in your debt, like, forever.
I didn't even hit enter. Why did that skip?
No.
Oh, please, Alice. I mean, seriously. If your imaginary boyfriend suddenly came to life, I'd totally do the same for you.
We did not. Okay, they're gonna go talk to the guy who was chained up underwater and looks hot, okay?
Why should we? It's obvious you're hiding something.
Oh, please. This is beyond important.
We'll be waiting over there.
You've got 15 minutes.
Oh, yes. I love that game, too.
Is it just me, or is Leah super pathetic?
I think she's doing fine. She's just very nervous.
What do you think she's hiding?
I don't know. And I don't think it's our place to ask. She'll tell us when she's comfortable.
Oh, but her 10 minutes are up. Wait here, Nina. I'm really going to enjoy dragging her out.
Is that the guy?
There's something I need to tell you.
Wrap it up, Leah. We are leaving.
I'll play either one of those. I love those games.
What are you doing?
Your 5 minutes are up. Come on.
Is that...
His name is Showman? Actually, what is that voice? I gotta hear more of it.
Hello there. Not to be too forward, but that's a remarkable locket you're wearing. Caught my attention even from up on stage.
Dude, I love that all the voices are British. You guys don't even know. You don't even know. Yes, Michigan Report from Hell is definitely lewd, especially when you walk in on Briscoe when he's taking a shower. That's pretty lewd. Plus, there's an ending you get when you just stare at everybody's boobs. Seriously.
You must have quite a remarkable eye, sir. If you could see it through the water tank.
Well, I can see it now, and it is quite beautiful.
Thank you, sir. It's a family heirloom.
Please don't call me sir. Makes me feel like I may be too old for you. Family heirloom, you say? Weren't you girls from Lantier's Institute?
How did you know?
Your uniforms are quite distinctive.
Uniforms?
It's not a uniform. Leah made us matching outfits.
It's the latest fashion in Finisterre. And the fabrics were on sale.
Right. What's this institute thing Rosalind Lantier is running anyways? Is it some kind of orphanage, boarding school, halfway house, or mental institution?
All of the above, maybe?
Something along those lines, but not exactly.
So why ever do you have such an heirloom?
Some of us used to have families, you know.
And what a family it was.
Uh-oh. I don't know if I like this.
You said something?
Just incoherent mumbling, my dear. You would think that in my line of work, a man would learn how to talk properly to a pretty girl.
But
Let me try again. That is a pretty locket you are wearing, but it is not nearly as pretty as you are.
Oh boy.
Please don't think I'm being too straightforward, but you look quite different from the others. Mature and interesting, if you don't mind me saying so.
This guy clearly has ulterior motives.
Well, as a matter of fact, today is my birthday.
Then I suppose it would be fine if I asked you out to celebrate tomorrow.
by you mean both of us, right?
This guy's voice sounds like Laszlo from What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show. Speaking of which, that's coming out again soon. But, like, seriously, I'm getting vibes, like Laszlo vibes. And the ascot doesn't help either.
Oh, Leah, I didn't realize that you were still here.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Sorry. Man, sorry, Leah.
I don't... I mean...
What do you say? Just you and me?
I could see Leah was on the verge of tears.
I love ascots. Ascots are great. Men look great in ascots. Like, if you're gonna go out on the town, wear an ascot. I love it. Alright, so what am I gonna do? Oh my god, these options. Stand up for Leah or make Leah suffer. No! If I make her suffer, then I'm not gonna be able to get with the guy. But I kind of want to get with Laszlo. I'm just gonna start calling him Laszlo now. I kind of want to get with. Sure. What? Do you want me to die? Do you want me to die? Stand up. All right, I'm gonna stand up for Leah because you know what? I'm not gonna be a pushover. I'm not gonna be an easy target. We're gonna stand up for Leah. Oh, don't worry. We'll be suffering at some point here, Trevor.
Hold your dolphins, mister. Not 5 minutes ago you were right here sweet-talking my friend. And now you want to go out with me? What kind of man are you? Do you really think you can toy with us just because you're famous?
The nature of my conversation with Leah was completely innocent. I apologize if I ever gave the impression to either of you that I had any other intentions towards her.
No, this guy's lying. Oh, crap. Sorry. But what?
Innocent conversation, my
ass? My arse?
He forcefully dragged me to the side.
Oh, hold on. Oh, boy. They were supposed to tear up our driveway today, but they're running late, and, whatever.
Up close, his expression contorted from charming to sinister.
Oh, it's a good thing I said no, that
You can reject me as much as you want, Alice Runner, but that is not going to change a thing.
How do you know my name? He smirked a bit, taking up my locket between his fingers.
And fire them again, no.
How do you know my name?
We just got the permit. It took us 2 months of fighting with the village for them to approve our permit. We just got it. This needs to get done.
I will tell you that tomorrow.
But
Leah is approaching. Maybe you should
Oops.
play along.
What is this dude? What's going on with him?
friend, but I can't help it if it's you I like.
This guy is starting to give me really sleazy vibes.
But
No buts, just one date. That's all I'm asking for. Sure, you can find it in your heart to give me a chance.
I suppose I can.
Hold on. Texting the husband because he's sending me messages on my phone.
I agreed to go out with him. Not because I wanted to, and not because it would piss off Leah big time, but because I needed to find out just how he knew my name, and why he was so interested in my locket.
Exactly. Like, what is going on? He didn't care about me, and then he saw my locket, and then he's all like, yeah, I want to take you out of town, babe. And I don't know if I like this. And he does remind me of Laszlo, and Laszlo's pretty sleazy too, so.
Sweet Alice, you just spared me the humiliation of falling to my knees. I will see you tomorrow.
How could you?
He knows my name. Did you tell him my name?
You vicious, bloody backstabbing, treacherous double tramp.
What?
I thought we were friends.
She just called me a double tramp. That's worse than a single tramp.
Hey, it's not my fault he thinks I'm pretty.
As if.
Oh, please, don't be a sore loser.
What did I miss? You must tell me everything.
Oh, Nina, I didn't see you there. He asked me to go into town with him tomorrow. Can you imagine?
I thought you weren't.
But Alice,
You can't go on a date with him.
Why not?
If it makes you feel any better, I'll try not to kiss him goodnight.
What?
but you really can't.
I know, Nina. Lantier never lets me go out. Much less now, once she finds out about our little excursion.
What? Did she not say the line? It's not just that, dear.
Although it is your birthday, who knows? Maybe Lantier will be lenient about this.
What in Neptune's name is happening here?
There you are, girls. Miss Lantier has every officer in town looking for you.
Dude, this cop, this inspector, he sounds sleazy too. Is he a love interest? Come on, tell me now. Do we get to kiss?
So much for not making a big deal, huh?
You should know better than to sneak Miss Alice out of the Institute like that. If anything should happen to her...
Who is this inspector?
Sneak her out. It was all Alice's idea. I tried to stop her, but she dragged me along.
It's a little too high for that, but yeah.
And I'm the backstabber.
Enough.
What? What happened to his voice? What happened to the voice? Where did the line go? Okay, enough, ladies. I'm just glad to see you are all in one piece, and I'm sure Miss Lantier will be relieved too. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it's being buggy. Oh, check her out.
I can't believe this. How many times do I have to tell you that you are not allowed to go out at night?
Oh, we got French. I like this. Ah, fuck. My aunt. I'll call her back.
Miss Rosalind Lantier, headmistress of the Institute and overall stone queen of the forsaken women in her care, had never been particularly fond of me. I already told you it wasn't my idea to sneak out. And why am I the only one you're yelling at? Leah was there too.
Do you even know the trouble we'd be in had anything happened to you in particular?
I am just a nobody, like all of the other girls in here.
That's where you're wrong, Missy.
What, am I special?
Why? Because my father was nobility.
No, no slide puzzles, please.
That, Alice, And because your father was a suspected murderer.
What? But how does that have... What does that have anything to do with me?
There wasn't any proof.
The people don't need proof. There are many of them who truly believe your father was guilty. In the dead of night, someone may see taking revenge on his helpless daughter like a good idea.
Okay. What's this?
Years ago, my father was accused of the greatest crime this town has ever seen. There was no evidence, but he was never able to defend himself.
No! Why do you guys want me to suffer? Seriously, stop.
Because that was the same night he died.
What?
I just wanted to do something special on my birthday. Is that too much to ask?
For you, it may be.
We just went to the theater. Everyone was watching the show, not looking at me.
It's not just that, Alice. You have to understand this. Even if you were raised in an egalitarian institute, you are still nobility. You cannot expect to be treated like everyone else. But I guess it's only normal that you wanted to go out and celebrate with your little friends. At least you weren't completely alone.
Wait, hold on. There's been nothing lewd so far. BB10, there's been nothing lewd. Pretty much, Devrel, pretty much.
About that, I wanted to ask you something. Well, it being my birthday and all, could I possibly be allowed to go out again tomorrow?
Again? I'm afraid it would be too dangerous for you or your friends. You were lucky tonight, Missy. But if someone chose to attack you, there would have been very little Nina or Leah could have
Wait,
done.
so is Laszlo basically going to attack me because he knows who I am?
I wasn't planning to go out with Nina or Leah.
Oh, that's right, it's with Laszlo.
Not a chance. You know you're not allowed to be outside on your own. It's too risky.
But I won't exactly be alone either. I was asked out on a date.
A date? That's impossible.
I'm not that ugly, you know.
It has nothing to do with that.
Nothing?
The showman, the one we went to see, he asked me out on a date.
The showman? You mean Ez?
As what?
The showman of all men. For Neptune's sake.
What? What's the big deal?
You know, Alice, you really should stop wearing that darned locket around your neck.
But my date!
I need a moment to think. Now, get out of my sight.
Please, Lantier, just consider it. That would mean a lot to me.
Oh boy, what's up with the showman?
Oh, Alice, I'm so sorry. I found it like this, but I didn't catch who did it.
Don't worry, he will forever be Laszlo to me.
My good dress! This has Leah written all over it.
I don't think you should blame Leah right away. There are many others who would have done that if given half the chance. I'm sorry to say, but you're not exactly popular.
Now I have nothing to wear for tomorrow. Mark my words, Nina. If my date is ruined, Leah is going to pay.
Deet, be
I
good.
think Leah has other things in her mind. She was crying so terribly when we got back.
Of course she was. She's jealous that he noticed me instead of her.
But I have an idea. You can wear one of my dresses.
Right, like they would fit.
What? Come on, Alice. Don't even start with that.
Maybe you should reconsider this whole date
Oh crap.
thing.
Crap. Okay, it's got. Why is this game? Hold on. Where are the options? Where is borderless window? Oh,
Miss
fine.
Lantier has her reasons for not letting you out, Alice.
Sorry. I have to keep... I can't do anything off of this screen with it without it minimizing.
I am getting tired of all of this, Nina. Seriously, what did I ever do to anybody?
Your father?
I get it. They all believe he did something terrible. But I am not him.
No, I didn't close it off.
He was also a baron, and...
Oh, was he a robber
Say,
baron?
Nina, have you ever gone on a date with a boy before? I mean, you go out to work every day. Surely you must have met someone.
Well, not exactly. You see, I've never met a boy that I actually like.
Well, I've never met a boy at all. I'm not saying I'll jump into the arms of this showman, whatever his name is, and allow him to do as he pleases with me.
Let me guess. She's gonna do just that.
All I want to know is what it feels like to go out with someone.
I know, dear.
Can you believe Leah would take all that trouble to get into our room and destroy my good dress?
I really don't think...
Oh, that girl is going to get what's coming to her.
Alice, wait.
Leah was hiding in a corner with her portico.
They're here?
No,
The
tomorrow.
thing was
Tomorrow?
flashing
Oh, okay.
and ringing, but she wouldn't answer it. You vicious scumbag wench! How could you do that to my dress?
Oh, man. This is gonna end
Her face
well.
was all puffy from crying. I didn't think my outburst would upset her so badly, but I was too mad about my dress to really care.
What are you talking about? I didn't lay a hand on that ugly dress of yours.
Oh, spare me the lies and the tears. We both know you're jealous that the showman asked me out instead of you.
Can we just get the showman back? Because I want...
You really have no idea what you were talking about.
Let's just get to the showman. Where's Laszlo?
Well, for your information, Lantier is going to let me go out with him tomorrow. And I am definitely going to kiss him goodnight.
Yes! Kiss him goodnight. It's happening. It's happening. No, husband didn't go out to get booze. I think he is moving the car back into the driveway because they were supposed to come and tear out the driveway today, but they didn't. So they're going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, well, he may want a little more than that.
A little more.
Tears rolled down her cheeks again.
But I guess you'll never know.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, I double-clicked again. It means I know you're bluffing. Lantier did not give you permission to go out. Okay,
She
whatever.
said she would think about it.
She lied to you. When I said you couldn't go on a date with him, I meant it literally.
Why?
What?
For Neptune's sake, Alice. You're old enough to know the difference between nobility and egalitarians. By law, people of noble birth are not allowed to date.
Well, screw that.
But I'm an orphan and I'm poor. That shouldn't apply to me.
It makes no difference. You are who you are. Lantia has placed the whole institute on lockdown, just so you know the importance of the matter.
What? That can't be.
Go ask her yourself if you don't believe me. And Alice, whomever tore apart that dress of yours was doing you a favor. It made you look like a platypus.
Bitch! Why is she so mean? Oh my god.
A platypus? I rushed to Lantier's office. I had to find out if what Leah said was even remotely true.
Oh, hold on. Oh, so I'm getting messaged here. Hold on. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay,
Lantier, what does it mean that the Institute is on lockdown?
why does she remind me of Mindy Kaling for some reason? She does, a little
It
bit.
means precisely that. Until further notice, nobody gets in, and more importantly, nobody goes out.
But you said... Is this because of my request? Why are you doing this to me?
This is not just about you.
You can't keep me locked in here forever. I'm not a child anymore.
Why did she just run away? Why does she have to be there? Is this an orphanage? I mean, I don't understand.
Is that so? Are you truly that certain that you are a grown-up woman now?
Of course I am. I'm legally an adult.
Lantier or whatever. Not Alice, this other woman.
Do you even know the implications of what you were saying?
Mindy Kaling. You probably have seen her. She was in the office.
It means that you can't keep me here against my will.
It also means you're old enough to marry.
What?
Marry? Hold your dolphins, Lantier. I was just asked on a date. I mean, I'm partially going just to piss off Leah. The guy's not even my type, and I'm certainly not going to marry him. I'm sort of saving myself for the chaser, you know?
Who's the chaser?
The chaser? Oh, Alice.
What? He might be real for all you know.
These sort of thoughts are exactly why I need to take these kinds of measures. You may be of age both legally and physically, but you still act like a spoilt child. You can be so naive and so reckless at the same time. You're a danger to yourself, and you are a danger to this institute.
Don't you think you're overreacting a bit?
Maybe a tad.
Alice, I don't know why it hasn't sunken into that big head of yours that you are nobility. As such, the rules that apply to you are not the same as those which apply to the other girls.
So I'm nobility. Does that mean... Oh, I get it. Okay. So I'm going to end up in an arranged marriage because noble people, the nobility can't just decide they want to marry whoever they want to marry. And come here, Nashu. Come here. Oh no. I got myself a Nashu. Yeah. Here we go.
For one, it is illegal for you to date in general. And even more so if the man in question is an egalitarian.
Well, I should be exempt from my nobility restrictions. I am a freaking orphan, for Neptune's sake. I'm as egalitarian as you.
No, you are not. That's the problem. You may consider yourself an egalitarian, but you are not one of us. Believe me, Alice, I would have wanted this to happen under better circumstances.
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh.
I should have had this conversation with you a long time ago.
Here it comes. I'm already engaged.
All right. This sounds ominous enough. She straightened her posture, appearing much more formal and somber than before. I wondered if she had actually rehearsed what she was about to tell me. She then gave me her infamous, "Don't interrupt me," look.
His Highness, Duke Faust Gerling, is a crucial supporter of this institute and has been for over a decade now. He is not only the Lord Regent of this island, but also one of the wealthiest men in all of Poseidon. He's the actual owner of the house we inhabit.
And I'm gonna marry him.
There are a lot of noble families
Oh,
in the
God.
capital who would give anything to be able to arrange a marriage between one of their daughters and Lord Gerling.
Arranged marriages? What in Neptune's name are you talking about?
The reason why people like you, or our lord for that matter, are not allowed to date is because the Poseidon's custom, the law for nobility, dictates that all highborn marriages should be arranged according to the best interests of Poseidon.
Well, why wasn't I informed about that?
Well, maybe if she paid attention in class.
I thought your father...
I can barely remember my father. What makes you think I would remember if he ever told me about this Poseidian custom.
I suppose you never read the book I gave you either. Oh, Alice.
Does that mean...
An arrangement was made a long time ago that says Lord Girling and you are to be married as soon as you are both old enough to do so. And since you have officially declared your status as an adult...
This is not happening. Married? Married to a man I had never even met. Time ceased to exist for me in that moment as I stood there inside Lantier's office. That fancy speech. And all that time she must have spent preparing it. All to tell me that I was going to be forced into an arranged marriage. I wondered how long I had been promised to this Lord What's-His-Name without even knowing it.
You know what? Can I just run away with Laszlo?
Was he some kind of pervert?
Like, what? Was he some kind of... Why would she think that?
I felt my heart compressing inside my chest. I didn't know how to react. Part of me wanted to scream and fight. To let Lantier know that she couldn't just push me into this barbarity and expect me to accept it with a gracious smile. Another part, however, urged me to keep calm. To try to reason with her and look for an alternative that would let me off the hook.
Oh boy. What do I do? What do I do? I'm thinking I should just fight her. I might be able to pull her hair and, you know, rip her necklace. Yeah, let's fight. Let's fight. Are we gonna actually, right?
You can't do this. You can't just sell me like I was a fish, you heartless butcher. This is outrageous, to say the least.
I think she was gonna say something other than butcher. Yeah, be like that, just kill. Oh, crap! Keep doing that. Hold on, I gotta fix this. This is driving me crazy. We gotta get borderless gaming up and running. Alright, let's see.
Alice,
there we go.
Stupid girl.
No, it didn't do anything.
You aren't being sold
Crap.
as a slave. And before you say anything else, I do not gain anything from your marriage.
Hold on. I can't see you guys chat. I can't. Okay, here we go.
The law is the law, whether you like it or not. You would know that if you had bothered to read the book I gave you, like you were supposed to do.
Well, I'm a rebel, so...
But this stupid book is wrong.
That is not for you to decide. As for Lord Girling, if you ask me, he would be better off with a true lady, instead of wasting his time with a pest like you. But let me tell you, it wasn't his choice either. A contract was made and your marriage was arranged.
Who signed this contract? Was it my dad? Because he murdered people and I'm sure his word is no longer his bond. So...
And there is nothing either of you can do about it.
No, really? What if I refuse to say the proverbial I do?
That, my dear, is your prerogative.
Oh, you know I'm capable of doing it.
And I would love to see what happens.
Welp.
As bad as it looked, there was nothing I could do to change Lantier's mind. My only hope was to try and buy myself some time. Well, in that case, I guess we have a wedding to plan. I believe it should take a few months, you know, to get everything properly organized for this Lord Girling. Besides, it's impossible to get daffodils this time of year, and I really can't get married without daffodils.
A few months? The ceremony will be happening tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, the Institute will remain on lockdown, just in case you were considering doing anything.
What is going on? Tomorrow and lockdown? What?
Which means you'll have to make do without the daffodils.
And just like that, all of the excitement brought on by my birthday and first date was devastated by the overwhelming terror of my impending wedding.
Don't see this as such a tragedy, girl. There are many ways to move around in marriage. You will most certainly benefit from that.
What would you know about marriage? You are the town's biggest spinster. As soon as I said that, I could see a deep sadness welling up within her eyes. For a moment, Rosalind Lantier looked older than she could ever possibly be. It was as if the ultimatum of my thoughtless words had utterly ransacked her bitter soul. I felt like I might have gone a bit too far.
Is this where they fight? No, I'm not apologizing. Or should I? No, I don't know. I don't want to apologize. Where's Laszlo? I want to get that guy back. I loved his voice actor. I don't know. I just like it.
You think you are pretty smart, don't you? Well, Alice, let me tell you something. Until you learn to control that temper of yours, you will never be anything more than an obnoxious child. Do yourself a favor and grow up. Preferably before you wet your nappy on your wedding night.
Really? I didn't say anything! I didn't say anything!
Now, I believe you should go to bed. We have a big day tomorrow, and I wouldn't want you to meet your betrothed looking like the living dead.
What are you talking about?
I guess so.
You can look on the bright side, dear. Lord Girling is a very rich man. You'll be living like a princess.
A princess? Oh, man.
Oh, Nina. How can you even think there is any good in this situation? For all we know, he may be a hideous old pervert.
What are you looking at? Oh my god, the husband's... He saw... he's reading chat and laughing his ass off.
You'll be fine. I mean, I don't think Lantier would be capable of forcing you to marry a horrible monster. She can't be that cruel.
You really underestimate her. Besides, according to her, my marriage was arranged Neptune knows how long ago. She had nothing to do with it. Although she did seem in such a hurry for this wedding to happen. I took a moment while I packed to contemplate all of my belongings. I didn't have many things, but they all held sentimental meaning to me. I thought about my father for a moment. Like most of my life before the Institute, his memory was only a blurry picture in my head. If I knew his face, it was only because of the picture I kept of him.
What's this?
Lantier once told me that his death left a major impact on my mind.
It did?
Thus why it wiped away all of my earlier memories in order to protect itself.
What? I have amnesia.
If he had ever explained the rules of nobility to me, or if I had known beforehand about the contract, chances were that I'd forgotten all about it. Without a story to be a part of, I had to create my own legacy. But now, I apparently couldn't do that anymore. I wasn't my own person anymore. And it felt so wrong for me to live by the rules of a life that I couldn't remember. I wouldn't do it. You know what? I'm going to escape tonight.
Yes. Thanks,
Alice,
Trevor.
dear.
I miss him too.
You may be right, Nina, but it may at least be worth a try. Will you come with me?
I would never abandon you. You know that. But don't you think we would need a plan first, you know, before we...
Don't chicken out on me, Nina, please. You're the only friend I have in the whole world. We can go and look for the showman and ask him to help.
Yes! Let's go. Let's do
We
that.
will work for our living. I'm sure he can find some use for 2 assistants. Or, even better, we could go looking for the chaser.
We're just gonna find the showman. Let's do it.
Yes! Oh, the chaser is the perfect choice.
Alice, dear, you know I've always believed your stories about the chaser. But don't you think that, given how you haven't actually seen him, well, that he can be a bit unreliable?
Who is this chaser, dude?
Nonsense. I'm completely sure he's out there somewhere. And we will find him.
Neptune have mercy.
I have an idea. Quite brilliant, if I may say so. We are going to sneak out, hidden within the garbage.
Oh yeah, that's a brilliant idea.
Icky smell aside, you forget we're on lockdown. The garbage won't be taken out tomorrow.
We'll work that out. Please, Nina, stay with me on this one, won't you?
But, wait. What about clothes? Do you even know where the chaser, if he exists, might be right now? Or what he looks like, for that matter?
No, see, the showman is going to hold me hostage for ransom, but then we're going to fall in love, and then we'll run off together and live happily ever after. That's the story I'm going with.
I'm pretty sure that I'll know him when I see him.
But what are we going to eat?
I'll show you my planned route through the kitchen. We'll grab some food on our way out. As for clothing, we can throw stuff out the window. Any window will do. Well, unless it leads to the garden instead of the street. In that case, it won't do.
I'm afraid we may need to think this through a little bit more. Maybe sleep on it?
There's no time! Our plan is good and ready. Start packing while I check the hall is clear. What are you doing here? Out of my way!
Uh-oh, I bet it's Leah. Oh, yes.
Miss Lantier sent me to stand guard outside your door to make sure you don't go anywhere.
Nina? There seems to be a slight complication with the plan.
However, since you at least tried to help me out earlier today, and I am such a good friend, I believe we can work something out.
Really? Like what?
Just so you know, Lantia has police officers guarding all the exits, and yours truly will be bringing them some tea later on. Any ideas?
An officer at every exit?
What?
Since when is a single girl worth all that trouble?
I feel like there must be something really, really special with Alice. Or, I don't know.
I'm saying Alice is not important because she is. It's just that...
For Neptune's sake, Nina, you are so out of touch with reality. Miss Alice here is not just a girl. She is nobility, and promised to the Lord Regent of this island.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
I mean, I don't even know why you want to escape. Lord Girling is a wonderful man.
What? Do we even know what he looks like?
Although he is our Lord Regent and insanely wealthy, he is a very kind person. He is also quite gorgeous.
Oh, he is gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Everybody's ears
Almost as
perk up.
handsome as my showman.
What? More handsome than Laszlo? I don't know.
I thought gorgeous could only be said about girls.
No.
How would you know what he looks like, Leon?
I met with him once.
What?
If I were you, Alice, I would be so happy to marry Lord Girling. I mean, it's not like you could do any better.
I can do way better than you. Or have you forgotten already?
Stop it, or else I won't help you. Besides, what are you planning to do once you escape? I mean, it's not like you have anything going on out there.
I hated to admit it, but Leah had a point. I didn't really have much idea of what to do once I escaped.
Could I really escape? But, okay, so if I stay, I'm gonna end up with this Lord Girling. Or if I escape, I get to go and find Laszlo. Man. Decisions. I think I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna be a little adventurous today. We're escaping.
I haven't exactly worked out every single detail, but I know I'll find a way to make it out there.
Please tell me you have a plan that doesn't involve your fictional boyfriend coming to rescue you.
As a matter of fact, I do. And it doesn't involve anyone coming to rescue me. Technically.
We just can't wait to hear it.
Well, our Lord Girling seems to be quite interested in me. I believe that if I am of such value to someone that powerful, maybe I could be of value to someone with a more insidious agenda.
Why? Why would you do that?
I'm not sure I follow.
A kidnapper. If he needs guards all around, he must fear somebody getting in as much as he fears me getting out. I could fake my own kidnapping and arrange for him to send some ransom money, enough to get overseas.
But what do we know about kidnapping?
I've read enough books where someone is kidnapped to know all there is to know about it. It's plain and simple. Person gets abducted, somebody leaves a note, they drop the ransom money off at a previously arranged spot. Then it's all a matter of getting someone to pick it up discreetly.
And that someone would be...
That's the detail I haven't figured out just yet.
Not to be negative or anything, but don't you think it may be an itty-bitty bit more complicated than that?
Of course not.
Seriously, Nina? You so need to read more. I mean, everyone knows that's like the basics of kidnapping.
Exactly. It's not like I was waiting for my prince to come and save me. This plan is almost too perfect.
This plan's gonna fail.
In that case, I suppose I could help.
You?
Well, not actually me, but there is a boy I know from the market. He escaped from the workhouse.
Oh, that should make him sympathetic to my cause.
Because the workhouse is totally the same as here, right?
Not...
Of course. How could he not help a fellow prisoner in distress?
Maybe a share of the money would motivate him a little bit more. Just saying. His name is Frederick, by the way. I could go look for him in the morning. He should be able to collect for us.
Or he'll take all the money.
Right.
And
like
we'll
me,
never
you'd
see
be able
him
to get
again.
the bride to be out of here in broad daylight.
I believe I can survive one night on the outside.
As if. You're useless.
As long as you stay away from the docks, you should be safe.
Well, we're going to the docks.
You can wait for us at the beach uptown, and we'll meet you there in the morning. You know how to get to the beach uptown, right?
Of course I do.
Great. I'll go look for Frederick first thing tomorrow.
I don't trust this Frederick guy. I think he's just gonna pull one over on us.
And your little friend would actually be willing to upset Lord Girling?
Absolutely. If you look at it from the right angle, this is sort of subversive. We are making a stand against the almighty Lord Girling. We are showing the world that no matter how powerful a man can be, he can't get away with depriving a young woman of her freedom.
Aren't we overdoing it a bit? Because, I mean, he didn't have a choice either.
It doesn't matter, Nina. He's a man. Can I count on you girls?
I'm not really sure this will work, but I would never abandon you.
Of course. As long as you keep your filthy hands away from my showman.
No.
Good. Now, Leah, I need you to get me some tea. A bit of those herbs Lantier keeps in the infirmary, and a few hankies. We will be putting these officers to sleep in no time.
Oh, this is not going to end well.
I don't think it is. Ah!
I can't believe that concoction actually worked.
What?
Now, all I have to do is find the beach and wait till morning. Easy as pie.
Wait, who is that guy behind her?
It was the very first time that I'd ever been alone whilst away from the Institute. Lantier always insisted on having somebody with me the few times I was allowed out prior. She feared the townspeople would try and attack me if they caught me alone, due to my father's reputation. However, at this time of night, there wasn't a single soul to be found on the streets.
But there's a guy standing right behind me! Also, what the hell did... Wait, actually, he's actually holding on to her! Okay, but actually... What did her father do that had the people of the town just wanting to murder her? Like, how bad were the murders that, you know...
I took a deep breath, rejoicing in my first moments of real freedom. Finally, I was out of the Institute. Out in the streets. With no one around to stop me.
Oh, sorry, I had to yawn again. I didn't get a lot of sleep again this night.
For that matter. All alone. And I'd lied. I had no idea where the beach was. The only thing I knew for certain was that I couldn't just dally around outside of the Institute. As good as my homemade drug was, the guards would eventually wake up. I had to get out of there. And fast. My stomach cringed in anticipation as I ran from one street to the next. At night, they all looked the same to me. I wasn't sure of how long it would be before Lantier noticed that I was missing. But if I just kept right on running, the chances of her finding me would certainly decrease. I noticed the salty smell of the ocean, and I ran in that direction. I must have been the luckiest girl alive to have reached my destination without even knowing where it was. I followed the scent like a dog, eager to feel the sand underneath my feet. The smell became stronger, and my heart sank when I noticed my mistake.
Uh-oh.
I had not been running towards the safe, nice beach that was located on the wealthy side of the island. That was the place where I was supposed to meet my friends. Between my ignorance of the town's geography and my hurry to get away from Lantier, I had run all the way to the docks.
I told you we were going to the docks. I knew it. We were going to end up at the docks.
This was the ugly part of town. The place Lantier had always warned us girls to steer clear of. And it didn't take me long to figure out why, as a rough hand yanked at my locket. The world went red for a moment, and all I could think about was biting down as hard as I could. The man must have been quite a bit larger than me, but I couldn't just let him take my locket. I clenched my teeth down hard upon the flesh of his hand, and kicked my legs as hard as I could. But it was all hopeless. He kept right on trying to rip the locket from my neck, but the chain wouldn't give way. I could feel him tugging and pulling, while I kept kicking and struggling. We tumbled around for what felt like an eternity. Then, without warning, he fell unconscious onto the ground.
What?
I turned round to examine my attacker. It was obvious from the stench of alcohol coming off him, and that moronic expression, that he was completely drunk. I looked around to try and identify just what had caused this inebriated madman to release me. That's when I noticed the pile of rancid mush upon his boots.
What?
In his haste to swipe my locket, the fool must have slipped on some rotten fruit. He wasn't even that big or strong in retrospect. A wave of embarrassment washed over me. I had fought with all my might, and my salvation had been a rotten fruit. That was the moment I finally realized just how reckless I had been to escape the Institute in the middle of the night.
Are we going back? No, we're at the docks now.
There's blood on your face.
Who's this guy?
I jumped, startled to see a man standing right next to me. I could have sworn he appeared out of nowhere. He reached out his leather-clad hand and offered me a handkerchief. How long have you been watching? Why didn't you help me? Are you going to attack me too?
I've watched you long enough. You seem to have it under control. And if I was going to attack you, why would I bother speaking to you first?
I guess you wouldn't. He tilted his head, as if I were some great mystery that he was trying to unravel. His eyes were so blue that they seemed to glow in the darkness surrounding us.
Why do you think he's a sleazebag? He looks fine! His hair is a little greasy, but he's fine.
I looked around quite nervously. We were all alone in the middle of the street. For all I knew, he could do anything to me, and nobody would even notice.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What's stopping me from attacking you now, anyways?
This guy is... These actors are actually pretty decent, I think. The voice actors, I'm quite surprised.
I don't know. You may be trying to gain my trust so you could drag me into a lonely, dark alley where you would abuse me and kill me. Maybe not in that order.
A lonely, dark alley?
What? No.
Pretty much like the one we're in.
You don't say.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So, are you going to attack me?
No, I've already filled my quota of murder and rape for the night.
I couldn't help but smile. That's when I noticed the blood on my mouth from when I had bitten the drunk. I wiped myself off with a handkerchief he'd given me.
You're one of Lantier's girls,
How the
right?
hell do you know that?
How did you know?
The uniform.
It's not a uniform. Leah bought the fabric on sale when she made her outfits. And it's the latest fashion in Finisterre.
Is that where we are? Finisterre?
Have you ever been to Finisterre?
Oh, but clearly not. Maybe we're going there.
No, but Lantier says so.
Lantier says a lot of things.
You're telling me? Given the circumstances, I should have been terrified of him. However, there was something incredibly soothing about his presence. It was almost as if we'd known each other forever.
But we've only said, like, a half dozen sentences to each other.
Do you have a name?
I'm... Leah.
Leia. As in the one who made those outfits?
Yes, Leah. Nice to meet you. You are?
Chase.
What?
Chase, Stormer.
Wait, it's the chaser. It's my imaginary boyfriend. Yes.
Chase. Like the chaser.
I knew coming to the docks was a good idea.
The Chaser.
Fictional boyfriend. It's a long story.
The Chaser is your fictional boyfriend.
Well, when you put it like that, it does make me sound a little crazy.
A little?
Let's just say that my relationship with him is quite complex.
I can see that. So, why did you escape?
What makes you think I escaped?
Unless Lantier is making you run errands to the docks at midnight.
Something moved inside me the moment his blue eyes met with mine. I couldn't really explain it, but before I could refrain, I had already told him the whole story of my arranged marriage, my kidnapping plan, and my ultimate escape.
So, you're being forced into an arranged marriage with this Lord Girling.
Yes! Do you know him?
Never seen his face. But you didn't say you were nobility.
I don't know.
I'm not. What makes you think I am?
I think we should just go back to Laszlo. I'm kind of missing Laszlo, you guys.
Arranged marriages are exclusive to nobility.
What have I told you? He is buying me into slavery.
Buying you into slavery? You make him sound like a complete bastard.
Not to mention a pervert. But being a very rich pervert, my only hope is that he would pay the ransom.
Why would he pay a ransom for a slave?
What do you mean?
Well, the man is obviously a title.
A title?
Another way to say nobility. You don't get out much, do you?
Not really.
Anyway, like I was saying, if this Lord Girling has such disregard for the life of a girl that he would buy himself a slave, it is very unlikely that he would pay a ransom. He would just pick another. After all, they must be like livestock to him.
That sounds cruel.
You started it.
Started what?
Forgive my curiosity, but if Rosalind Lantier is selling girls into slavery, shouldn't we go and tell Inspector Gilbert about it?
It would be pointless. They are colluded.
Gilbert and Lantier running a slave network? How about that?
I see you don't believe me.
I never said that. Believe me, if there is one person on this island who can pull off such an enterprise, it would be Lantier.
Lantier. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm digging into my Final Fantasy Guardian French pronunciations. It would be Lantier. It wouldn't be Lantier.
So,
at least he says it
what
right.
we have here is a slave network that operates within the Institute and is colluded with the police and the Duke himself. Screw the ransom. You can sell that to the press.
I don't like it when he smiles. Don't smile.
All right. I lied to you. I'm not being sold to slavery. Are you happy now? However, believe it or not, I am in a bit of a pickle with this Lord Girling.
Oh my
I
god.
need to get off this island.
Hold on, you guys. I gotta take this. She's calling me again. Oh yeah, I think that was Chewy. Chewy, like, face rolls my keyboard all the time now.
I could take you on my ship, if you want to.
Take me on his ship? I don't know. I'm kind of tempted, though.
What? What kind of a man asks a girl he just met to run away with him?
I do. And, for the record, I was just offering you safe passage to wherever it is you're going.
Why is he still named Sailor here? Shouldn't it be Chase? Because he told us his name already.
Why would you do that?
I suppose you could say I'm some sort of an adventurer. Besides, you said you wanted to go overseas, and I could use the outing. You're also kind of amusing.
I like how in his little portrait here, he's wearing an ascot. But he's not wearing an ascot here. More guys need to wear ascot. That is a fashion, like, choice that I think needs to come back in style.
And, like we agreed before, if I was going to attack you, I would have done it already.
But my friends.
Your friends? Were they sold into slavery too?
Shut up. Would you help me to get them out of the Institute?
Depends. Is this some sort of massive escape? Are we talking about 20 girls or so breaking free from Lantier's evil grasp?
Neptune, no. Just me and my 2 friends.
They're wearing ascots even if they're just, like, wearing a shirt. I would go for it. It still would look good.
A lot less dramatic. But why not? Do you have a plan?
I don't know. I could try and sneak back in the same way I got out. That is, of course, if the guards haven't woken up already.
What if they wake up while you're still inside?
I drug them again?
Fearless and resourceful. I like that. I will go in with you anyway. I might be able to take a couple of them down if it comes to that.
You would do that for me?
Why? Does it surprise you?
Nobody's that nice to someone they just met. You must have a reason.
Maybe I do.
Really? What is
This
it?
guy's voice.
Do you have some sort of quarrel with Lord Girling?
No. I just despise the Poseidon custom and all that it implies.
Have you read it? I narrowed my eyes. Egalitarians were not allowed to read the Poseidon custom.
Do I look like a title?
I was just thinking it to Brawl. This guy's voice. This guy sounds like he's... Oh my god. His voice is just... I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie, but he does seem a little, yeah.
Not really. Do I?
I could say you're almost as much of a highborn as I am.
His voice reminds me a little bit of Thancred. Yes, it is kind of like the voice, the variant. But his voice sounds a little bit like Thancred when he's whispering in your ear. Very deeply.
Good, because no matter what you hear, I am not a title.
And neither am I.
I kind of like it. I'm just saying, I like British voice actors. Like, seriously. That's like half the reason why I love Final Fantasy XIV so much.
Time's running out. We should get going.
What?
From a distance, I could see lights and a lot of movement going on inside the building. Lantier
What?
had already found out that I wasn't there.
What? Why are we kissing already? What is this?
Looks like your friends will have to wait. We need to get you somewhere safe.
There were footsteps approaching us, and the faint glow of lanterns in the dark. It had been foolish of me to go back there. I should have known Lantier would be checking up on me during the night. I should have guessed that the guards were not going to stay down for long.
What? Yeah.
As the officers got closer, I looked around in wild desperation, frantically trying to find a place to hide. I had gone through enough. I wasn't about to let them drag me back into that institute. If only I could...
Damn it. You'll have to forgive me.
For what?
For what?
Yes!
Before my mind had time to register
Yes!
just what was happening, I found myself being pushed against a wall, a hand grasping my hair and lips pressed tightly against mine. My first instinct was to fight back, but then I realized what he was doing.
Yes?
I let myself succumb to his kiss, allowing his body to shield me from the officers as they rushed past us.
Oh my god.
His lips tasted faintly of metal, and his body irradiated some strange sort of energy.
What?
Almost as if electricity flowed through his veins instead of blood.
He's a vampire?
It was one of the most pleasant feelings I'd ever experienced.
He's an electric vampire?
I pulled him closer to me and deepened our kiss. I couldn't tell if it was the strange euphoria of my escape or that energy emanating from him, but I found myself rid of all inhibitions. I didn't even notice when the policeman went the other way. It wasn't until he pulled away from me that I finally regained my senses and realized that my locket had started ticking.
What?
I think we should be safe now, but your friends will have to wait.
What just happened?
Gilbert's men. They were looking for you. I had to cover you somehow. It was not my intention.
Oh,
to...
yes. It was your intention.
Wait a second. You kissed me back.
I got carried away. I'm so sorry. My locket, however, it's ticking, and it's never done that before.
Really?
I've had it all my life, and it has never ticked.
What's in it?
I've never been able to open it. Now I think it must be some sort of clock.
Maybe. Want me to check it out?
Oh, jeez. Now you... God.
Hold your dolphins, mister. It's one thing to kiss me, but nobody puts a hand on my locket.
What? What?
Nice to see your priorities are in order. Maybe we should just go and wait for your friends at the beach.
What do you mean, why is it still there? Because they're still holding each other. I don't know.
I guess that would be our best option now.
Okay, it's gone. It's gone, BB-10. You can rest easy.
That was my first kiss, you know?
I didn't mean to force myself upon you. I just couldn't think of any other way to protect you.
Uh-huh.
Just my luck. My first kiss. Wasted on a man who doesn't even like me.
Oh, he likes you. He likes you. I suspect, yeah, you can't be, like, conversing with that type of voice and not be into her. Like, seriously.
I never said...
Regardless, I was saving myself for the chaser.
But he is the chaser.
Well...
At least it wasn't Lord Girling. That would have pissed me off big time, you know? He laughed. I doubted there was another man in the whole world with such endearing laughter. Try as I might, it was awfully difficult to hold any sort of grudge against this man. Even though he'd stolen my first kiss, he had done so in order to protect me.
She is pretty oblivious. But you have to... But she was raised in an orphanage, so she probably lived a pretty sheltered life.
Thank you for protecting me. Gilbert's men would have dragged me straight back to Lantier if you hadn't been there.
Don't worry about it. The pleasure is all mine.
Oh, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. Oh my god. You bet.
As promised, he took me safely to the beach. Not even once did he try to mislead or harm me in any way. I was beginning to wonder if there truly was any reason for him to be so kind. Or was this, perhaps, just the sort of man he was? Thank you. Nobody has ever been so nice to me.
It's fine. I'm glad I can be of help.
In the moonlight, I was finally able to examine his features in great detail. He was incredibly handsome. Even more good-looking than the showman.
Even more good-looking than the showman? No way. No way. Laszlo. Actually, where is Laszlo? We need a love triangle. Come on.
Do you fancy me?
Oh my god.
Beg your pardon?
Exactly.
I didn't even realize that I'd spoken out loud. I'm just trying to figure out why you're helping me.
Well, I couldn't just leave you there on your own.
I see.
That doesn't mean...
I'm cold.
Oh no, now she's cold. What? What?
What?
This is the part where you offer to hug me, so I can politely decline.
Then why should I offer?
Because if you don't, I would have embarrassed myself in vain. And a good person like you won't let that happen. He hesitated for a second.
Do you mind if we switch places first?
Excuse me? What do you mean? He stood up, adjusting his position so that he could wrap his right arm around me.
It's bad luck to hold a girl with the left arm.
Really?
What can I say? We sailors are a superstitious lot.
Well, seeing as his left arm
His embrace was not so tight
has the
that it was
glove.
awkward, yet at the same time, not so slack that it was just a friendly gesture. If there was such a thing as a perfectly calculated hug, this would have been it.
I have a feeling that this sailor guy has, you know, a little bit of experience. I have a feeling.
Delighted myself in the electric current that flowed through him. It was a rather soothing sensation, almost as though he were casting an energy field all around us, engulfing us, safeguarding this as our own private moment.
Oh my god.
He was tense, however, as though he were coping with some sort of weighty internal struggle.
Don't tell me. His wife or girlfriend or betrothed or whatever died, and he's dealing with this inner trauma that he doesn't know how to deal with because he's attracted to Alice. I'm gonna guess.
Making you uncomfortable, am I?
I am sorry, all right? It was wrong for me to kiss you like that.
I didn't seem to mind, did I? Maybe it was the setting. Maybe it was all the excitement of the day I just experienced. Or maybe it was just a combination of everything. But before I could really think about it, I was lurching forward and pressing my lips into his
Oh
once
my
more.
god. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Debrel. Fighting his hidden double arm, that is that is actually a route in Hakuoki. Seriously? It is. That is one of the character stories. Oh my god. Why do I... Oh. Okay, let's go.
He pushed me away as gently as he could.
I can't. I really can't.
Are you with someone else?
Maybe 10. But let me tell you, that was one of my favorite Hakuoki routes. It was. I loved Iba. Iba was great. Like, seriously. I should read Hakuoki again just for that route.
My heart sank for a second. It was only natural that a man as kind and handsome as him would have an equally kind and beautiful woman waiting for him somewhere.
No, nothing like that. Believe me, I would never have kissed you if I was.
Then what's the problem? I'm the one trying to kiss you now. It's not like you were taking advantage of me.
You're in great distress, and, you may not be thinking clearly.
Don't patronize me. I know what I'm doing.
Wait. Is he holding back his inner homicidal urges? Is that what's happening right now?
The way I see it, between now and tomorrow, a million things can happen. For all I know, you could be the only chance I'll ever have to be with someone other than Lord Garling. Don't get me wrong. I really hope we can make it through the night, and I really hope we get to your ship and escape overseas. But if anything goes south, I don't want to give that man the satisfaction of being my one and only.
Is she saying what I think she's saying?
My plan may consist of many circumstances that are well beyond my control. However, whether or not I sleep with someone other than Lord Garling is thankfully not one of them.
Get ready, BB-10. It's coming. It's coming.
You really hate him, don't you?
Not really. All I've heard about him so far has been nothing but good things. What I hate is not having a choice.
It's true, they all are.
He held me close to him.
I'm so sorry you have to go through this.
So now you understand why I'm asking you to.
Yes. But I also understand why I can't do it. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like you. I just don't want you to have anything to regret.
Fuck's sake, where's Laszlo? He would just totally go through with this. He wouldn't even be questioning. He'd just be like, alright, let's find a tree or a rock to hide behind.
And I also have a personal reason not to.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what?
He looked away from me, but still kept his right arm around my shoulders. I could tell he was trying considerably hard not to lose control.
Wait. So the reason he wouldn't be is if he does, It would be so intense he can't stop himself. I'm betting that's it.
I wanted more. I wanted to experience how it would feel to be with someone. I wanted to explore him, to understand just what it took to make a man lose himself in me. This was not just some primal impulse, but rather a deep desire to learn and understand the act of passion itself.
Where is this coming from? Oh. Okay. Okay. Approach carefully or let it go. Well, I think we know which way I'm gonna go. I can't help it. I have to. Are there achievements in this game? I don't know. We're gonna approach carefully. I have to know why he's scared.
I really want this. I pulled him closer to me and reached out to pull his other arm around me. He flinched and jerked backwards, but it was already too late. What I felt underneath my fingertips was not the warmth of flesh, but the icy sensation of hard metal.
So he doesn't want
Sort of
to
prosthetic.
because he doesn't have a hand. Well, who cares? He only needs one hand.
I would have never even noticed it had I not touched his arm. His movements were just so natural and fluid. A memory flashed within my mind's eye for an instant, as a blurry vision invaded my thoughts. I could barely make out the figure of a man in a white coat. My father, most likely. There were various mechanical parts scattered around him. This didn't make any sense. None of my fragmented memories ever did. The eyes of my sailor were filled with concern. Don't worry. You don't have to mention it. I leaned forward and gave him a passionate, reassuring kiss. He relaxed beneath my touch, holding me close to him with both arms.
Oh, Neptune, forgive me. I am a weak man.
Oh, God.
But I will not take you past the point of no return. At least not tonight.
We kissed again.
Close your eyes, baby. BB10. Oh my God.
His tongue slid gently into my mouth, slowly entangling itself with my own.
Joey, close your
He
eyes.
urged me forward and back,
Close your eyes, Joey.
coaxing my starving body down against the sand. I shuddered, feeling the sensation of warmth as his hands traveled up from my waist to the front of my dress.
Ah, Chewie, you can't watch this. You're just a baby. You're just a baby.
That night, the night of my birthday, underneath the starry sky, this gorgeous sailor kissed me and touched me like no one else had ever done before.
Wait, hold on a second. What happened to her shirt? I don't think she's wearing
In
anything.
his arms, I lost track of time. My naked flesh grew immune to the biting cold. All that mattered, all that I could feel, were his lips and his hands all over me. The ecstatic feeling of his inner voltage sheltering us like a blanket.
Idiot.
He kept his word though, and despite of how much I begged, he refused to claim me completely.
What? Well then why even do this? Oh my God. What was the point? If you're gonna go that far, oh my God.
Wake up.
I'm seriously upset. Why? Chewie, I'm upset. Why?
Leah, what the? Right. I'd told him my name was Leah. After last night, however, maybe I should consider telling him my actual name. I rearranged my clothes as fast as I could. Well, good morning, Chase.
I must go now.
What?
What?
if I'm to take care of your fiancé, it is better if they don't see us together.
Wait.
Who?
The people who are looking for you.
But
I will find you later, all right?
what? Without further explanation, and nothing more than a kiss on the cheek, he left me there. I couldn't help but feel like a fool. I had been used and then dumped, like a piece of garbage.
What's happening?
I'm such an idiot!
Alice,
Wait, where did Nina come
Alice.
from?
are you all right?
I tried to speak, but I was far too upset to say anything.
Oh, no. We did not escape after hiding in that very smelly garbage just to have you break down on us.
Oh, Leah, poor Alice needs us. What's wrong, dear?
He...
Please don't be talking about my showman.
No, not the showman. He was a sailor. We...
Oh, my. Did he?
He was really nice. And handsome.
You
I
no.
just couldn't help
She
myself.
practically threw herself on the guy.
Neptune have mercy. All the way?
Not really. But close enough.
You are such a tramp. You must tell me all about it.
Oh my god, Leah. Come on. Oh.
About what?
Uh-oh.
I told you someone was following us.
Just my luck, huh?
I don't know how you managed to escape, but you girls are in big trouble. And if you know what's good for you, you and Miss Alice here will get your sorry bottoms back to the Institute this instant.
Triple tramp. Yeah.
Escaping on your own at midnight. What were you thinking, Alice?
That I don't want to be married to Lord Pervert, maybe.
Pervert? You don't even know the man.
Exactly my point. Do you really think I'm eager to jump into the arms of a complete stranger?
Listen, if Lord Pervert ends up being the sailor guy, I'm gonna trash this place. You better not be the
Totally
sailor.
did with that sailor.
Not now, Leah.
Sailor? What sailor? You had better not have done anything beyond stupid, Alice, or else.
BB10, I think you were completely. You're still in shock from that scene.
Rose, can I talk to you? This is important.
I'll leave you girls alone for a second. Please try to behave in the meantime.
I stared at myself in the mirror. The long white wedding dress Lantier had gotten for me was undeniably beautiful.
I guess I'm getting married now.
Oh dear, you look like a princess.
Are you really sure about the virginal white? I mean, you're not exactly innocent anymore.
Shut up, Leah! I already told you we didn't.
Oh, please. As if you were the only girl in this town to be deflowered and dumped right after.
Josephine from the market told her husband she fell off a horse when she was little. He couldn't even tell.
Oh my god, are we really talking about this?
But I'm...
See? All you need is, like, a good story, and I mean a really good one, and he'll never know.
I wasn't!
Unless, of course, your baby comes out looking just like your sailor, and nothing like Lord Girling. In which case you are so doomed.
No.
Baby? What baby?
For Neptune's sake, Alice! You're old enough to know what happens when you go sleeping around. One minute you're beaming with joy that you found the man of your dreams. The next you're wondering how you managed to hide the bump once it begins to show.
What are you talking about?
And you seriously can't raise a baby on your own. I mean, what will people say? Because, you know, it's not like its father with
You're scaring me, Leah.
Well, you should have thought about that before letting him lay a hand on you.
Leah stormed out of the room in tears. I'd never seen her that upset in all my life. What?
I don't know.
I didn't actually do the whole thing, you know. It was more like a heavy makeout.
A heavy makeout.
I see.
Just a little bit of heavy petting, that's all it was.
Leah can be so dramatic.
I think I'd better go check on her.
What about me? I'm getting married, don't you remember?
I'll try not to take too long.
So much for friends. I stared out of the open window and took a deep breath. Only one thing was for certain now. If I was going to do something, I couldn't really count on anyone else to come rescue me. All right, Alice. It's now or never. The good thing was that I'd managed not to get myself killed in the fall. The bad thing was that the only thing preventing that from happening was the unbelievably strong fabric of my wedding dress. I would have called it a partial success.
What did she do? Did she just jump out the window?
Well, crap. It's times like this when I wish I wasn't too proud to call for help. Uh-oh. I heard a tearing sound. Help! I'm hanging from the window!
What?
Everything hurts.
Why did I jump out the window?
If I had learned one thing from reading through my father's medical books, it was that pain was sometimes a good sign. For one, it meant that I had survived the fall. And the fact that I could still feel my legs, my arms, and the rest of my body, and I could feel them a lot, meant that there was a bigger chance that I would use all of those things again. The first thing I saw were his blue eyes staring back at me. I tried to talk, but the pain was just too much.
You're awake. What did you do, Alice?
How did he know my name was Alice?
Told you. Oh my god.
Right.
He's the
Where it gets
freaking
really complicated.
count. He's the Duke. The Baron. He's... What the hell was his name?
I see you're
Oh, I
already
knew it.
acquainted with each other.
Land here?
Oh.
What doesn't make sense, my lord, is why you aren't properly dressed for your wedding.
Lord Girling? My sailor. My beautiful sailor is actually Lord freaking Girling. I wanted to punch him, or yell at him, or do something, anything. But I couldn't move a single muscle in my body.
I know you must be quite upset at me right now.
What? I'm just telling you. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. He is saving himself and her for their wedding night, clearly.
Upset at him? That was quite an understatement.
I really wanted to make things right for you.
And I really wanted to slap him, but I couldn't.
Well, at least she won't run away again now.
Maybe we should postpone it. She can't even get to the ceremony.
Yes, postponing is good.
In her dreams. If Alice can't go to the ceremony will come to Alice, my lord.
Who in Neptune's name gets married in bandages? Next time I will be way more careful. What? That's the end? I guess that's the end.